Cellos. Welcome back, people. It's the Critic Corp. I am Toke, and this is my top five worst movies of the year review. Um, I hope you guys completely agree with me on this. These top five, um, fucking, I really don't want to be that guy to just like rag on shit, but something needs to be said, bro. Something needs to be said. So let's get to this shit. I'm gonna do how I did with the top best. I'm gonna start at five and go up to number one, the elite worst one. The movie 65 is my fifth ranked placed worst movie. Starring Adam Driver. It was, it seemed so promising in the trailers, but the once you actually got to the theaters, it was just boring. Like when you tried to, me as a viewer, I tried to tune in and really see where the shit was going, but it was just it was dull. It was very, just uh not really. It wasn't worthwhile. It wasn't worthwhile watching, man. It was one of those movies I definitely could have waited till it came to a streaming service, which I believe it came to Netflix. So that even shows right there. Like, what the fuck is Netflix? Take your ass and your grass. 9 times out of 10. And yeah, man, like it was just like uh the whole connection they forced upon Adam Driver and the little girl was just poorly just shaped. Like, it was no development, and it was, yeah. I'm not going to dwell on that one too much. It wasn't really all caked up to be. So, um, number four is Infinity Pool. I I was pissed because I really had high hopes for Infinity Pool. It looked very interesting. Even had Mia Goth in it, my baby Mia Goth, and old boy Alexander. I can't never pronounce his last name, but old dude from the Northman, the main character from the Northman, which was my number one movie last year. Um, I feel like the beginning was promising. The first half was very promising. Pacing was good. The whole dialogue was starting off great, and then like just the second half, it just went to complete shit. It felt like the goddamn writer just like fell asleep or something, or and woke up and forgot what the fuck he was even writing. Like, it was terrible, man. And I love Mia Goth. I love Mia Goth, but this movie, I would say I hated her, and um, it was poorly put together. You know, second half it seemed very lazy. It seemed very lazy. The whole plot of it was just like, okay, um, you got me intrigued. Now, what the fuck is the purpose of this shit? It just it yeah. It wasn't what I expected. I would say that. Cause like I said, when I had high hopes for it, and when I went, to see it, it was, I had mixed, um, feelings about it. But I still went to go see the shit, and yeah, man, I was very pissed, very pissed. Sadly to say, um, yeah. There's nothing really more to say about that one. It just got stupid towards 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 the second half of the movie. So, number 3 is Insidious, the Red Door. I'm gonna just take a moment of silence because, yeah, they should have been done with this series after 3. I want to say, yeah, maybe 3. Cause it was just garbage. I'm glad as fuck I did not go see that in theaters. I actually finessed that on the Fire Stick. Um, and it was just garbage, bro. It was pure garbage. Like, man. Um, they just it felt like a recap of the previous ones of 1 and 2. Like it wasn't its own it wasn't a story of its own. It literally dwelled on the previous ones and how it accumulated to this, but it wasn't great at all, bro. It was just like trash, man. It was real trash. And like I said, for this series to go that long and get and still have a fan base like that was crazy to me. Because like I said, 3 was barely good. 4 was fucking just horrifically terrible, and then 5 is, oh my god, that shit need to be tossed in the trash can. Like, what were they thinking? Like, they really thought this was a heater? Like, oh my god, man. It was butt. It was booty butt cheats, man. Booty butt cheats. I was very disappointed because I liked the other shit, the spinoffs, the Annabelle, the Conjuring. Now Conjuring, they're getting there. They're getting there on the Conjurings. They need to stop. They need to stop. The only other shit that I would say was trash was the Nun. The Nun. We're not even gonna talk about that. We're not even gonna talk about it. It was a little bit better than Insidious, but it's not that. That's not really saying much. So yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. Let's just keep advancing. Number 2, man. I want to say, because the number 2 and number 1 were neck and neck, bro. They were neck and neck, but I gotta give it to Ant-Man. Ant-Man, Quantumania was. I tried to see the bright side of it. I really did. But it just, the more and more as time went by, I really just began to take into consideration that Marvel is completely dog water now. Like they don't know what the fuck, where they want to go with the shit. They don't know what they're doing. They're just trying to keep pumping out shit in hopes of still maintaining or trying to obtain a that MCU fan base and keep it afloat. But it's like, yeah, it's not looking too well. Like the only great things that come out in the MCU this year was Loki and Guardians. Like the What Ifs wasn't even that satisfying to me, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't that satisfying to you guys as well. But yeah, man, Ant-Man was just, the production was garbage. It fucking looked like, for them to take this long and hype up the Quantum Mania, or whatever, the Quantum Realm. It looked like you know, like some just Spy Kid shit. Like the fucking background, the green screen shit was just terrible. Like the graphics could have been way better, man. And then for them to have Scott be the first one to encounter Kang, and I get that is this variant of him, but come on now, you mean to tell me a dude with some ant powers, with some powers that can that forms around, generally ants and whatnot, and getting small or big is going to amount to a certain power level of Kang? Like, make it make sense, people. Come on now. It was the way the whole scheme of things were just it was just very, very not put together right, man. It wasn't put together too well. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Number one, drum roll. Yeah, like I said, Aquaman, bro. Aquaman 2 took the cake. That shit was fucking garbo. Like, that was another one I'm glad I seen. I didn't go to the theaters and see. I went to see that on fucking Fire Stick. And I was pissed watching it for free as if I paid for this shit. That shit was a flop, bro. It made the Flash and the Marvels look fucking superior. Like, just, oh my god. Man. I feel bad for Jason Momoa. That shit was just garbo, man. What the fuck? Come on now, DC don't. I get it. You guys, you're pretty much on a whole reset as far as James Gunn stepping in. So this was like the last of the old DC verse, but come on, it could have been better. Y'all could have ended on a better note than that. Like, oh my god, bro, that was just a catastrophe. Like, it was just, I can't even speak because it was just so bad. Like, it was just, bro. Like, the only good thing about that movie was the last fight scene between him and Black Manta. That was the only sweet thing. Story was trash. Graphics was trash. Like, it was 2 hours. A little bit over 2 hours of just bullshit. Bro, what the fuck? And it got worse and worse as the movie carried on. I started to get fucking drowsy. Like, bro, it only produced like 4.5 million. The box office open day and shit like that over the weekend. Like, I almost forgot it came out Cause I went to go see. It came out the same weekend as Poor Things and Iron Claw. And I went to go see them bitches back to back, same day in the theater, early premiere and everything. And when I was leaving, so I went to go see Iron Claw first, and then I went to go see Poor Things. When I was leaving, from Poor Things, I noticed the Aquaman, poster and shit. And it said at the bottom, the date. And I'm like, wait, the day is, oh, shit. That shit, I could have went and seen that bullshit too. But thank God I didn't waste my time with that. That was just fucking, man. That was a blessing that I forgot about that shit. What the fuck? I pray James Gunn, take them to the throne, to the top, because DC, they always been trash besides Suicide Squad, and Batman, and then that new Joker, but that's like a standalone film on its own. But other than that, Justice League was trash. Superman vs. Batman was trash. Wonder Woman was trash. And then, like I said, The Flash barely did better than Aquaman. Like, man, I'm done. Bashing, bro. Like I said, I'm not about to be that guy for this long. Yeah, man. Leave some comments. Let me know what you guys think about this list, this top 5 list, the worst movies of 2023. Like and subscribe, support the motherfucking corp. And yeah, let's just pray 2024 is the year for us. I don't think it will be for superhero wise, but just as far as movies in general, I believe it's going to be better, especially given that the strike is done and everything. So, hey, who knows? Only a man can hope. So, with that being said, toodles.